We are done, but no, there's plenty more Counter-Strike action still to be played out. Barclays Center, are you with us? Let's get into Nuke. Astralis will have the CT start here. Evil Geniuses, they had the 15-11 championship point in the previous map, and now on the back foot, the T-side start, but they did manage to overcome Astralis last time. We'll see what happens here. 5 sets around on the CT side. Similar story for EG, but they have one smoke and a couple of flashes, no upgraded pistols, and focusing their efforts towards ramp room for now.
For now, it looks like they are going to be committing a good strafe from Cirque. Draws Device's fire, but the bullet does connect, and Dupree matches that. It did cost him quite a lot of his health, and being hunted by Tarek, he manages to evade it up the ladder. With some angelic grace towards heaven. Breezy, Stan, Tarek remain now for EG. The desk highlighted it. This pistol to start on the T side. Yes, they dominated Astralis last time they played this, but the difference is the start. No longer given the gift of a CT start. And Tarek.
Oh, he doesn't check that.
Oh, they're playing hide and seek. And Denmark, clearly world class at it.
That's the bomb down towards heaven as well. Still a minute remaining, and Dupree and Zipex are very, very low indeed. Breezy towards lower. Stanislaw, he'll currently be positioned by the aircon unit. Making his way towards Dupree's position. If he gets one bullet in his general direction, he'll take him down. There it is, and that's a very important kill. Now the bomb is recoverable.
Zipex, he wants to get the info, but he doesn't really have the health for the fight. Opts for main. Stan with 30 seconds left. He'll flash out, and looks like he's perhaps going to join Breezy after his investigations towards ramp. Re-aggressing now. 20 seconds. 2 versus 2, and Zipex, that 5 HP could come back to haunt him. Plays the headshot angle as best he can, gets the info. Rotate will come in from his teammate Glaive.
This is everything now. If he can deny the plant, that would be great, but the window hasn't been shot out. So the bomb will be planted, and the 2-on-2 continues. Zipex in a prime position. Needs to make this shot happen. He can't find it. And Glaive with no kit. Remember, 5 sets of Kevlar coming into this one. There's nothing to be found here. He needs 2 very quick kills. He'll have to tap the bomb and see if he can bait them out at this stage. Another one comes through. Sanister trying to stay alive the best he can. It looks like it might be possible for Glaive, but no. Breezy manages to take him down. It was a very back and forth round. Evil Geniuses coming out on top. A much needed T-side pistol picked up. There will be a force fire in response almost certainly here. I have seen a scout purchase 2 of them actually on the CT side for Astralis. They're coming in all guns blazing into this next round. Good trades from Evil Geniuses there. It looked like it was going to fall apart, Alex, when the bomb got dropped, courtesy of Tarek not checking the corner, but they managed to bring it right back, and that was a crucial moment. Zipex had the shot in front of him. Had he just been a little bit more precise, that could have been all tied up at that stage. But a chance here now as they focus towards outside. Device tries to fire off some shots, and he won't connect just yet, but Ethan certainly will.
Damage done, perhaps trivial though, into the second round. Those scouts, Deagles in support. Any damage you do connect with the scout does make that Deagle all the more deadly. In case anyone watching at home had forgotten which country we're in, the crowd has the info.
Proud now.
Certainly. North America and Counter-Strike, what an evolution it's witnessed over the last couple of years. Both in events and teams.
Well, it's the first pickup for EG. Ethan's been so good at finding them those opening frags. They'll position themselves towards ramp room, and that's where Zipex waits with the scout. You don't see him use that weapon too often, and that will be taken care of in due course. It's going to be Dupree looking for 1 frag if possible, and with this force fight from Astralis will lead them to absolutely no cash in the next round. Pretty much guarantees a 3-0 start for EG. And a 5-on-2 for now. Device and Glaive can't really do anything about this, Alex. Even with the low HP players and pretty much everyone, the scout's not going to be that impactful. It can't really get position. I think Device will just have to save this with the armor he's already got.
Yeah, some damage, but absolutely nothing converted. Enables EG to get that strong start the analysts requested. You've said it, the third should just be a formality, admittedly. If they save this Deagle, Glaive will be able to throw that to a teammate. The scout, perhaps, alternatively, one of them will end up in someone else's hands.
Well, there we go. A very common position to save weaponry towards CT spawn. 2 scouts with USPs in the next round isn't going to be the most exciting setup. Glaive has got a Deagle in his back pocket to drop to a teammate, so it won't be impossible for them to win the next round, but it will be very unlikely. When you know they've saved scouts as well, might just be worth just throwing in an upper rush into the next round with the 2 MAC-10s you have. Maybe just a vent dive to get some intel. I would suggest a faster round will come through. But there it is. It will be Evil Geniuses fending off the force fight for now, but not completely out of the woods just yet.
We didn't talk about it ourselves, but Tarek's interview.
Sure.
He's had four match points, 4 championship points,
Yep.
4 opportunities to lift the ESL 1 New York trophy and not lose a map. And he comes back off the back of a loss, the loser's, quote-unquote, loser's interview after that map, and he says, we're going to win regardless. I don't care if it's on the 4th or the 5th.
That's kind of his thing now, though, isn't it?
That's definitely his thing, but so far he's kept good to his promises.
Yeah, that's fair enough. He definitely believes in the project so far. It's their first map defeat, and that's a nice nade sequence towards the main entrance there. Glaive gets completely blown out the water, courtesy of Stanislaw, the follow-up bullets. Molotov now deployed towards main entrance. You see Debris is trying to get the weapon towards Dipex here. It's a clean line of sight. Got to be challenging towards the squeaky door here. Not the most ideal weapon at close range.
Yeah, not the dream weapon to be knocked in your direction, just the scout for Zipex. This is what we've been talking about. Ooh, EG, they will take things slow. And Zipex wants to push where it hurts. He thought about it instead, descends. Ooh, such precision from Stan.
Yeah, such conviction in the shots as well. He was very confident he was going to hit that, stops firing straight away. And it's a clean 5-on-3 now. The only damage received is towards Ethan. He took a scout bullet to the chest, courtesy of Zipex. Could be breezy to recover from the initial onslaught of bullets there from Magisk, and it looks like the round is done. Zipex will be holding towards the secret position, and he'll hit another scout shot, but surely his days are numbered. It's going to be Tarek to confirm the 3-0. Every member of EG survives here. They have 2 MAC-10s and a Galil. Do not be surprised if you see something absolutely crazy this round. Maybe there's the Venn dive with the MAC-10s and upper rush straight away. You don't really want to run a default here, considering your weaponry is so unique, I suppose is the correct word for it. And I'll be interested to see what they're going to present here. This is Stanislaw's sort of dream. He loves calling these sort of scenarios.
Especially when you can start running with that bonus if you do find success.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then you have a massive control of the situation. Smokes towards outside. Flashbangs deployed by Glade. He's trying to get towards Secret. Can he make it in time? And it's going to be Stan encroaching on his position, but do they detect him on the other side?
Glaive does some fantastic work from this position right here. He can jump on the railing and see over the smoke, and he's done just that. It's his perfect play. Body shots, Reddit would be happy. Just Tarek and Ethan remain. This round's been ripped from them. Glaive, it's his prime position. One flash and some quick moves with his knife out gets him to the position. It's actually the positioning itself on the railing that seals the deal, and this will be Astralis' first fast.
Yeah, just looking over it, they didn't see it coming. It's 2 clean kills coming through, and Dupree, he's just having fun at that point. On towards that silo, it's a clean sweep, but it's a bit of an anomaly that round. Remember, they had a Galil, 2 MAC-10s. They're going to be fine with that. It wasn't a disastrous round, but in that context, as we'll see the first gun round come out here, but a great start for Astralis as the gun rounds come through. You're going to see Glaive. Here's a replay. You can see exactly how Alex described it there on the railing, just about sees the head and sprays them down as they commit towards the secret area. And we go to round number 5 now. So it brings out the AWP, and this is where the battle really begins here. Astralis need to start stringing rounds together here, start building up their own economy, and that's certainly possible on a map like Nuke.
There is Stan off to quite fast towards red container, and he catches him. You're not getting away with that one. Fool me once, but fool me twice. Not going to be the case. Instead, Stan's going to have a HE, but Glaive willing to hold the line all the same. This can't come as a surprise to EG. Certainly not with such a prep-heavy driven team. Breezy just playing on the edge of that Molotov.
Yeah.
Hoping to catch an aggressive push, assuming it was clear. Not to be. Instead, Astralis very comfortable in their setup.
Indeed. They had the bomb outside right now. Stanislaw and Cirque just patrolling that position. Still with a couple of smokes outside as well. So here we go, a bit of deployment. Smokes thrown outside, and Stanislaw will be going out by himself. Similar approach we discussed with Glaive. He'll just be going to get information, look for cues, and give information to his teammates when they should commit here. As Zipex will be ducking and weaving around the smokes. Device looking to see if there's any gaps available. Heavy damage towards Stan, but still alive and kicking for now. Circle open things up.
First round the AWP and a successful first blood drawn. Stan looks to match it and double up. Huge work. Just the Stan and Cirque show in round 5 of map 4 of our grand final. Glaive got spotted early, and now just the last man standing. Playing ring around a Rosie. And if Stan gets caught, I think his cheeks would be a little rosy.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. It's going to be Ethan to go down. Glaive trying to hold onto his weapon. Not going to happen there. Really nice approach there. Stanistor, 3 kills in total. That Krieg just an absolute nuisance for Astralis at that point. Their money's okay on the Danish side, but overall, that was a lovely little play. Stanistor getting set up by his teammates, getting all the attention towards Upper as he uses the smokes to his advantage, round towards main entrance. You can see him coming through. The player on top of the hut didn't stand a chance. The precision shines bright as he holds strong towards the main entrance there. Fantastic round to pick up. A flying star here for the North Americans. 4-1 on their T-side campaign here on Nuke. Device will limp into the round of a glass cannon AWP. They have next to no utility. And Glaive to be challenged once again. He's watching from the main entrance for the cross. Device currently positioned towards lower, making his way towards Secret.
What smokes am I looking at him? One must have come from the CTs. Still 3 smokes in play for the T side. Here they go. Whether or not they commit to this, it doesn't seem to be the case, given the bomb's positioning and the majority bullets thrown in by Zipex, but Device, he's still not seen anyone with this aggressive angle towards the secret cross. The smokes are there, but he can almost report with conviction, certainly with a little bit of investigation, that there isn't the majority of evil geniuses there. Tarek does arrive on main, pulls dupreeh out of the round. And that's enough for them to slow things down. And once again, Glaive is going to get hunted down. There's 2 of them on the outside yard area. And Tarek does enough. Costs him a lot. And oh, Device misses. That will be the 5th for Evil Geniuses on the T side, no less, Henry.
That is absolutely huge there. Device could have saved the day. He gets the timing slightly off, though. Had he had that armor, maybe he survives a few more seconds just to get that shot off. But it is Breezy to confirm the clean sweep. That will be now 2 rounds in a row for Evil Geniuses. The money shattered on the Astralis side. Very poised stuff from Evil Geniuses there. They're not rushing, not panicking. They get these opening picks and they just put the brakes on there. They know the money's going to be low for Astralis. Sure, they've got a bio in terms of weaponry, but they don't have much utility. And it's going to be bled out after you find that first pick. They have to react. They have to try and get something back in their favor. And you can see them challenging towards outside, trying to do any sort of damage they could. But the shots really starting to come back into form for the Evil Geniuses here. Tarek with the opening frag, and he closes things down as well. Really cool stuff from him. Breezy, we'll see how he got this throw. He wasn't on the ladder, was it? You can't do him like that.
I don't think he understands the rules of Counter-Strike. That's not okay. That's not allowed.
It's not okay. I absolutely agree. That's insane. Wow.
Unbelievable scenes.
We'll see a partial buy here at best for Astralis. Their loss bonus knocking on the door of maximum here. Deagles, CZs, and 2 sets of Kevlar for Magus and dupreeh, but they've had some absolutely shocking Deagle moments here that have got them back into, especially maps like Train.
Yeah, interesting, albeit slightly irrelevant statistics on the screen there between the 2 underperforming players. Magisk and Zipex, neither have got a frag, but Zipex still has 65 ADR.
Yeah, so he's doing damage and he's trying to pepper them down the best he can, but the shots aren't quite finishing things off here. But still, damage inflicted here in buckets, as you'll see. Breezy, Tarek, and Sir go down low, but Stanistor towards the secret steps will find dupreeh once again. And now we'll see if they want to apply the same methodology here. Do they slow things right down? Do they wait for the reaction plays here? Presumably 1 player towards the lobby, and that's going to be Breezy.
Yeah, Magisk was the one investigating. You called it. They have to do something, and the patience does not get rewarded. Instead, Breezy's going to be forced off. Will go some of the control device. Oh, burn just slightly, but forced to moonwalk into Cirque's aim. Glaive, he's playing a smart position here, but they seem to be cognizant of it. How are they ready for it? Good reads, good understanding, good frags as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They got that 1 frag again. They're so good at finding that opening kill and just waiting for Astralis to play themselves. That's such a key fact there. They're keeping 5 players alive. Their money is getting out of control on the T side here. Breezy fully invested in terms of utility. He's got $10,000 with a Krieg in hand. Cirque, same story with the Orb and all the utility required here. It's going to be 6-1. This is a monstrous task now for Astralis to get back into this one. We talk about their slow starts, but this couldn't be a worse scenario. If they're on the T side, sure, it happens. But the fact they're on the CT forces here, on a map, you remember they had the 32-0 streak. It doesn't look like that'll be replicated in terms of that form. They still have a chance to wake up here. As long as they have a chance to come back and win the half, yeah, they're fine, but time is ticking away.
32 Nuke games in a row. This one proving to be a very turbulent start for Astralis. Familiar territory, sure, but not necessarily a familiar opponent, not successfully. Astralis falling in the best of 3 earlier in this tournament to the Evil Geniuses. Now, Glaive falling early, courtesy of Ethan, and Zipex still can't find a frag. Stan ensures this round's not the one.
Damn, this is brutal.
This is the confidence from Tarek, but it's manifesting itself in the server.
They're going back towards upper now. What an insane call that is. They've actually rotated 2 players on the TD side down towards lower. Ethan's patrolling the vent, but it might not be enough here. A window of opportunity now. Astralis do have 2 players towards upper. 55 seconds, but the pincer maneuver is coming. Breezy can go towards that heaven position and shut them down as Mages burrows himself in towards the hut. 3 players still alive and kicking on the CT side, but Dupree only has 6 points of health.
Depending on the pace from Evil Geniuses and Stanislaw's positioning, they could get caught out. Dupree, he's so low, but he's such a crucial position as well. Stan can find his back turned here. Perfect. That's the site going to be wide open. Magisk, however, unannounced for now. They've checked Hut, and now he's really feeling the heat. He doesn't have teammate support. Still catching Stan with 20 seconds left, the bomb going down, and so is Magisk. Catches him on the overextension with the HE.
Oh! No way!
Oh, he hit him and he's created! That's like something out of the comic books!
Oh my goodness, so he hits the leg shot and sends him to the grave.
He's backing up, takes the new line and takes the shot into the calf. I mean, sure, it's just style points at this one.
Yeah, but 10 out of 10.
Yeah, for sure. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Sure. My goodness, it will be Device trying to hold on to the AWP at this stage, but can he do it? It's another question altogether. They're assuming he's towards CT spawn right now. He's still in towards the garage position. Cirque's going to go down first, and Device, if he holds the AWP, there's still a chance they can do something with the next round. He absolutely will. So it's a resounding victory in terms of the round for Evil Geniuses. 7-1 up now, but still, that one is a bitter pill to swallow at the end. The fact that Device just styles them like that, saves the AWP, and they have enough to justify an investment around that at the maximum loss bonus.
Wow.
That's some great shots here.
Yeah, that opener from Ethan, you rarely see successful stuff from the T side on that silo. Oh, it's just gorgeous to look at.
Yeah.
Breezy, yeah, a smile on his face. He's still at the round 1. And a huge lead on the T side of Nuke. Need I reiterate just how monumental this is? EG, not shaken by the loss on train, have come into the 4th here in New York and making such a strong statement. This is the T side of Nuke. For those unfamiliar, often low expectations. It was Chad who kind of labeled Astralis' T side limitations. He said you have to keep Astralis' T side under 6. That was his way. But well, now, what's the rules for Evil Geniuses' T sides? Probably keep them beneath 7 would have been the start.
Let's say that. Let's say you've got to keep him beneath 7, and we'll see what happens. Either way, it's going to be Device with the AWP. He needs to be the hero of this round. They need a bit of luck going in their favor. They need something like this to work out for them. It's never too late to turn up. They can still come back and win this half. Device on the AWP, a partial buy with 5-7s, CZs, and Deagles. It is enough to win a round here on Nuke. But Device, he'll have to be the protagonist. He has to step up. He'll be waiting for any jumping players here, boosting up. See if he can find anything at all. They are going to smoke him out momentarily. He'll see the trajectory of those smokes. Can reposition. There's the jump he was looking for, but can't quite pull the trigger in time.
He's getting the info.
He's got a shot here.
3 flicks. Flickers of players. And it's a collateral tag. No body bag yet. Flash to try and slow them down on the cross towards Secret as he chooses to reposition. He realizes that's a whole lot of pressure he can't quite handle on his own. They forgo control. Outside is now Evil Geniuses. Tarek and Ethan, though, let's not forget, they will be limping for the rest of this one. Hamstrung by a collateral bullet from the AWP of Device.
Well, that's almost enough. We normally talk about scouts finding damage like that. Sure, he's got the AWP, but that's just as effective. Now the 5-7s can do some real work if they're correctly positioned. Towards lower will go, but the CT's arriving a little bit late to the scene. They're just rotating through ramp now. They might be there just in time here. Glaive knows a couple of low. He's going to open this door and see what's available to him. This could be a very important frag. He won't get it, but Zipex will. That's his first of this half so far. 4 versus 3. Device still alive and well with 15 seconds here. He knows he needs to find a frag right here, right now. Deny everything. There it is. They said we had to win this round. Mages are trying to keep them in it. Towards the bend they go. Is there a plant coming through?
Yes, there is. Ethan, it can't be contested in time. Magisk is just a little late to the party. And now Cirque, he's the one with the party poppers. Not going to connect either. Dupree tagging up one on towards the site. There is low HP on Ethan. He has a real shot at this one, but it's unlikely he's going to be ready for Ethan's push, and that's it. Another round for EG. Oh, God, that's the closest we've seen from Astralis in some time, and with limited weaponry.
Close doesn't help them out at this point, unfortunately. The money's out of control. Unless you get in the round of the board there, it means absolutely nothing in terms of knock-on effect. It doesn't remove any money. They've still got $10,000 with the reinvestment here from Ethan. Well, there it is. It was close. It was dangerous, but still they win the round 8-1. They've won the half now on the T side of Nuke, and there's still a lot of rounds to be played. If you told them they'd get 8 at the start of this map on the T side, they would have bit your hand off. They would have taken it all day long. They're well on track to get double digits here on their T side.
This is absurd. It's Astralis Nuke, it's grand finals, and they are down 1-8. Device looking to change things. That's a big connection. Aggressive this time, I think catching Tarek on Squeaky gives them the early man lead.
It was a Squeaky, yeah.
Astralis can't afford to let this slip away now. You get the early advantage. This has to be 2 if they want to stay competitive.
Absolutely true. 5-on-4, but these Kriegs have been so dangerous. Stanislaw sneaking out towards the upper bomb site here. He's going to find another frag. Dupree holds the door for now. It's still the advantage for Astralis at 3 versus 2 as bullets are exchanged towards the main entrance. A bomb to be planted here. Still a chance of victory, but Zipex looking to shut things down. Hasn't had many frags so far, but that's a very important one. Ethan, 20 HP, but surely no chance. If he can find a kill or 2, that would still be a success in its own right, but surely he can't actually win this one. I would have said smoke himself in the corner. It would have been great.
Cool idea. Going to be coming out from Ethan instead. He's tagged to 1 HP, converted by Glaive. And we will see the defuse come in. So Astralis, you said it was a must-win. Started early by Device, and they do convert. A necessity.
There we go. It will be 8-2. Astralis now need to bring the perfect game in the dying stages of this first half. 8-2, they can still get 8-7, and if they win the pistol, they can get right back into this. We saw how they go back into train. 15-11 down. It didn't seem like they could do it, but they looked so convincing in those last few rounds when the pressure was really on. This team never gives up.
They really don't. Train was a perfect example of it. Just 1 map ago. Straight back into the fray. Round 11. Map 4. Should Astralis turn this around? Vertigo waiting in the wings. Stan catches a nade, but catches a glimpse of Magisk. It's enough for him to profit. Dupree, quick with the counter offer though, takes Stan out. And this is interesting. Dupree, him and Glaive working in perfect unison to keep the 2 entry points into the top site locked out. Ethan, Cirque, oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah, you don't love to see that one. I don't think it's going to have a massive effect in the round, considering it's a 4-on-2, but Cirque, we'll see if there's anything to be said about it. Outside he goes. Glaive didn't necessarily have to challenge that, but it does give them a point of access, potentially towards Secret here. Cirque will nail the shot.
I love watching this man move around maps.
Yeah,
you see that? He just baited with the barrel of his AWP to get the info on the player down Secret. Had they been there one, I can't speak anymore.
That was a good attempt,
yeah, thank you. It took me 4 maps for me to lose my ability to speak.
It's been a long day.
I haven't done a best of 5 before. This is my first, I think.
Oh, welcome.
Thanks.
They normally go the full distance.
Yeah, what's going on? We played 3 maps. Why are we still talking?
Wow. Astralis looking to take us to another potentially here. Remember, it's Vertigo to close things out. If we get that, that would be absolutely bonkers. Round 12, and it will be Astralis posting their 3rd on the board here. Cirque, fantastic mover. Just a comment on that. Yeah, he's got some of the best in the game in terms of being nimble on the server, jumping around and making things difficult in terms of hitting him. Yeah, absolutely fantastic in that department. 3 Kriegs enter round number 12 here on the T side. They have got this final buy before they are broken. They haven't had to take an eco so far. Remember, they were, what, 8-1 up at one stage. Now Astralis starting to find their footing here on the CT side of Nuke, but still a disastrous half. The fact you lose your CT side, you're still going to feel uncomfortable going into half number 2.
If anything, this is just damage control now. Yes, you have to pull every single round out of the bag from now on. That's not for success, that's just for stemming the bleed. And Tarek, his blood, though it may be blue, has been shed. 4 remain then in round 12 here on Nuke.
Much more convincing now for Astralis. They're finding the opening picks. They're reacting correctly. They've got Kriegs on their CT defense, means that Zipex, his hold towards ramp can be a lot more powerful. He has 1-tap potential and the zoom as well. Device, more defensive setup here, considering they have the advantage for now. He has full vision towards outside. Ethan trying to take some of that away, though. He'll smoke towards main entrance. Will the shot come through? He does a boatload of damage towards Dupree, takes him down to 3, but it wasn't quite enough. He'll come out on top on the duel. 5 versus 3 as Stanislaw surely goes down here, and it will be Device to find them.
Yeah. That was perhaps their way back in. Had he been able to get under the skin of Device and the player in heaven. Instead, it's just Cirque. Familiar scenario. Left in a 2 versus 4. Should be impossible. That's the moves. Trying to draw out fire, get the information for free. Well, let's exchange. Cirque tagged and eliminated, and it's just going to be Breezy. Looking to go 1 versus 4. Gets the first 2. If Zipex wasn't there, he had a real shot.
He was cognizant of the fact that players were coming towards main entrance as well. He had 10 HP. There was a chance he pulls that one off, but it's not meant to be. As I said, they're homing in on breaking the economy of EG here. They're almost there. There's 4K on 4 players, though. Ethan with 3,100. That would mean they could get 4 rifles out here. They could even go with 5 if Ethan just want to get Galil and armor. But maybe just want to take an eco at this stage. Stanislaw will invest with the Galil. They're going back towards spawn here. This is a little bit scrappy. It doesn't really matter on Nuke. It's not like it's a spawn-based map in general. But they have invested here. Cirque, the Orpa will stay on Glock. And he goes back to get Kevlar and a Tech 9. So buying in the nick of time here. It's really not ideal, but absolutely fine.
It just makes you chuckle to see T's running out of spawn, turning around as if they've changed their mind. Glaive, we're looking to change the flow of this game. Aggression outside, haven't seen much from it from the Danes, and it's rewarded. Double kill early. Device, perfect connection onto the leg of Cirque. It's enough to convert. And another one presents itself. Ethan gone. I think it's taken more time for EG to decide if they want to buy or not than it's taken for Device to win the round.
If you're out of spawn, it's normally not advised you run back and buy. I would say that much. It's very difficult and discombobulated to the team to go back and then try and reposition to what are your strategies there. And you could see with that time given away, Glaive gets himself into one of his calling card positions. In fact, he can get right up to that T-box, and that's where he does such fantastic work. We've seen it so many times from him. He loves these sort of plays, throwing it in a couple of times a half. They overlook it initially, and he didn't have the firepower to take him down once he made himself known. The Device is backing him up, making sure he stays alive at that point. Coming to the bookend of this first half, and the thing is, if Astralis managed to get 7 rounds in a row or something like that, they're going to be absolutely fine in terms of momentum, and their morale will be lifted up instead of it being a back and forth and being drained money. If they come alive and get that many rounds in a row, win the pistol, they'll be believing they can take us to a 5th.
I mean, knowing the Danes, they likely have that belief regardless of the scoreline. Magisk, so hot on train, has cooled off dramatically. On the CT side, it's often where he does some of his best work as well. To be fair, though, his T side on train was something out of mythology.
Well,
round 14, let's jump into it.
Yes, indeed. The loss bonus getting to almost the maximum points here. One more round will do it. They've gone for Galil's UMPs and an aggressive play from Dupree. Starting to get a spring in his step now, Alex, as he pushes towards the squeaky door position. He will be taking down Cirque. They're starting to get a little bit frustrated now. You can see the wind being taken out of their sails as Zipex will have full control of the ramp room for now. Uses the incendiary, and once again, that man advantage. It was EG that was so good at getting that initially. And now they're the ones receiving it almost every single time. And Devices holds back in CT spawn and waits for them to make mistakes. And an opportunity for him to find multiple frags. There's going to be a 5-on-3 situation. We said Zipex has had a quiet game so far. If he can get out of this ramp room now, he's done absolutely everything he has to. 1 kill, full back, that's enough for a ramp player.
Evil Geniuses, they had the recipe for success, but it seems that Astralis have changed the ingredients. It's going to be their 5th in a row now. Hello, Treacle. 1,500 bucks in the pocket. Stan will not get any more. And it will be 8-6. One final round to be played before EG are given their chance to defend.
Well, they bought everything they could in that previous round. Now they do have maximum loss bonus. They actually haven't had a plant in the last 4 rounds. They haven't really got close to it. It's going to be those opening picks from Astralis time and time again. Device falls back, mauls them with the AWP. Stanislaw did get his own back. Doesn't mean too much.
Like literally in the back.
Yeah. Mac 10s, Galils, and 1 Krieg. Actually helps him out. The fact he gets $1,500, he does get a stronger rifle here as they pick up the pace. Looking to get towards main entrance by the look of things, but Glaive is such a prime spot to shut them down.
It could not be better for Glaive. Just starts the spray. Him and Dupree working in tandem, but a flurry of frags in response. Leaves Zipex and Device then. Bomb's already going down. They're both on heaven. But it certainly isn't heavenly. Breeze still breathing. Perhaps with a wheeze, he's down to 3. Using the smoke, desperately cowering, hoping he can survive. Every second that rots off the clock is a benefit to him. 4 frags from Zipex. He's just playing the waiting game.
No,
Who
he can
will
see
blink
him.
first? There it is. Smoke starts to dissipate, and now it's time for Zipex's zone to come into play towards main. Will lock out one. Stands there as well. Cirque, he's going to have to be aggressive, and he knows it. The time's running away. They're not on the bomb. It's down to Stan. He's got a smoke. So have they. It's going to be about this frag. He has to stick them off the bomb. They're defusing. And Astralis, they close the gap. It's like Train all over again.
That's
Great T-side from EG.
Beautiful work from Astralis, though. They've got themselves right back in this game. Sure, it was a rough start, and Evil Geniuses have a boatload of rounds there, but Astralis will be feeling it. That was a great finish with fantastic teamwork. They can win the pistol. They can bring this right back. We have got an exciting second half coming up for you. Do not go anywhere.
To jump into the second half.
We are going a little bit quiet out there, guys. I need you with us. Just build the energy back up. This could be the final half of Counter-Strike. Let's go, louder. Give me more. Give me some more. There we go. Into the pistol round. It's going to be a fast start from Astralis here. Down towards the bed and Breezy to open things up. The bomb gets dropped. This is a massive pistol. I can't stress that enough. If EG pick this up and find the conversion as well, it is absolutely massive.
Breezy's positioned himself on top of the bomb. It was Zipex, he got caught off. I think it was because of the flash. He tried to tuck himself into the vents, but he overextended. And now, they're paying the price. Ethan draws blood again. 3 remain, 2 remain. Evil Geniuses are flying through this pistol. Every fight they take, they connect. Now Dupree, very late arrival to the fray, finds the first, but 4 more changing their sights towards his exit. It'll be Ethan to find his second, and Evil Geniuses to find their 9th.
Now, bear in mind, that's now both pistols going in favor of the North Americans here. No bomb planted suggests it will be the eco for the AKs in their third here. Double digits should be confirmed here. I'd be very surprised if Astralis forces this with Deagles on Nuke. It's not exactly that sort of map. You want to get the rifles, you want to have some utility, you want to have a chance of long-range duels here. Deagles are fine, but I wouldn't recommend it, and Astralis are that way inclined too. They've gone for 5 Glocks, no armor, full eco here. Not a single dollar invested as EG look to rack up the cash here with 3 MP9s.
Yeah, not a dollar invested, but a whole lot of dollars to be gained with these MP9s. 3 of them in play, a UMP for Stan. Keeping the M4 on Breezy. If ever there was a player to put the M4 on, it's certainly been him, given the form he's displayed over the course of 2019. Cirque finds himself 600 bucks, makes it 1,200, and I can't do the maths. 1,800. Zipex, last man standing, just his Glock, and it will be caught by Stan. So everyone pockets in their fair share of change, and Evil Geniuses, they change it from 9 to 10. Now, we are going to see the response from Astralis. The reason the full eco came out is displaying itself right now.
And it's actually a pretty decent buy overall. You're going to get yourself an AK armor reach, a couple of smokes, flashbangs as well. It's certainly enough to work with when you know you're up against the SMGs as well. But I've got a sneaking suspicion that EG might be trying to force the issue. You can push towards Ram, trying to go for that first pick. You have got Cirque on the AWP as well. He'll head towards outside, focusing towards main entrance at the very start, patrolling that squeaky door. There won't be a fast approach just yet. It makes sense. Astralis want to use the range to their advantage. They know what they're up against here. As Dupree will take first contact, down to 41 points of health. Cirque still scouting towards outside, trying to work out if he can get a player towards that silo position. Breezy controlling ramp from a Tarek tucked in the smoke right in front of him. An interesting stance. Stanistorp backing up Cirque with a flashbang in hand if he requires it.
Just does throw the bottles towards secret stairs. Aggression from both of them. Look at this. They want to close the gap, make the MP9 even more viable. Breezy does push, and he gets 2. I'm not sure they're going to be ready for this now, because Tarek, he's going to be right back from where they first found the frag.
It's going to be a fallback procedure here from EG.
Oh, no.
Tarek throws the smoke, gets enough. That's fine. Not ideal, but he takes 1 down with him. 3 versus 1, and EG win an absolutely mammoth round there with MP9s against a fully equipped Astralis with 5 rifles. That lovely push there, the crunch towards the lobby from the ramp from they didn't see it coming, and it's advised you keep 1 player patrolling that position for this exact reason. A little bit sloppy from Astralis not to even be aware that could be a possibility there, but still, I love it from EG. They couldn't have timed that better. And the beautiful thing about it as well, as soon as they start spraying their AKs towards the ramp room, that's when they push from the hut as well. Really great stuff, fantastic synergy, and EG up against just the Deagles here. I say just, it's Astralis and Deagles, anything could happen, but they have no grenades. It should be a victory for the North Americans here. We'll see if it works out for them.
And that is just going to sow the seeds of doubt for the rest of this half. Aggressive push early towards Radio. Oh. Hang on, Tarek, he's going to be under scrutiny. Magic's hunting him down. He does have the Kevlar for that, but that's going to do nothing against the AWP. Device in the meantime, already down towards Secret, gets Stan. Smokes arrive towards that Squeaky now. Firm advantage, Ethan extends it.
Great shot. Takes Zipex down. Nothing to do about it. Remember, like I said, they have no utility. They can have to face check a lot of these angles as Cirque will remove Glaive from the situation. Deagle looks like it could have done enough damage there. One more bullet would have found the body of Ethan and taken him down and potentially got an AK into the equation, but still, it's going to be Dupree alone. We know his Deagle's strong. Don't necessarily want to challenge him, but Cirque, he's feeling himself right now. He's got himself 3 frags in a round. 12-7 on the CT side of Nuke. Homing in on the trophy once again, but they had a similar situation on their train. It was 15-11 in their favor. Couldn't post that final round. Need to focus. Need to make sure that they hold their nerve this time. Round 20 coming in. Another full buy from Astralis. Great shots from Seth. All that ramp room. Doesn't give them anything at all. No AWP device, not a big deal on the T side of Nuke. Don't necessarily need that weapon.
Yeah, the way, how fast he adjusts. It almost looks like they've cut out some frames for the frag movie. So fast to find the body. He's doing it again. This time he's brought Cirque along to play, and that trade, not even necessary. It's all on Tarek. Pokes his head out to say hello, and now he's gone back down below. Stan,
you can see EG have got that killer instinct back now. They're pushing every angle. They're presenting the unexpected moves. Like, you're just holding in your default, trying to work the map, and then you've got 2 CTs pushing ramp again after they did it 2 rounds before. Zipex the one to go down. Quiet performance from him on Nuke so far. Tarek goes back to a more default position towards his ramp room. Ideally, he also wants to take one and drop down. If he feels uncomfortable, can just leave as well. It's fine. Ramp room's not a bomb site, and Circle rotate over. Fantastic shot. That's enough with the bomb going down as well.
It's a dream for Tarek. The bomb in his grasp, and they're not going to be necessarily ready. Good damage, but not enough in order to cut the Astralis numbers down anymore. Still operating with 3. Dupree down to 9, though. Ethan, he might even try to challenge this, at least just with the door. Opens it up, fires off some shots. That door will be open once the smoke dissipates. He'll be able to work with that. Oh, wow. Millimeters, it's all Breezy needs. Finds the head of Device, puts Magisk and Dupree into dire straits.
Yeah, and
this looks like 13.
It has to be made instead of delivers here. He's got 100 HP. Dupree can't really do much about it. Significant damage, but they know exactly where he is now. 3 versus 1. He's been painted into the corner, and it is going to be another impressive victory there for Evil Geniuses. They get the initial frags with the ramp push there, baiting them to come challenge that position. Cirque is ready and waiting. He manages to pluck one out the air. Tarek could have finished the round off with a 3-man spray down. He gets the ding. They still win the round of 3 players surviving as they go up 13-7 now. Bomb plants does enable Astralis to buy into this next round. We've talked about the maximum loss bonus on the T side. The bomb being planted does get you a nice full buy going forward, but they are running out of time here. 13-7 down. We know they're a strong team. We know they're the masters of the comeback, but this has got to be one of the most difficult procedures to pull off, Alex.
Not just masters of the comeback. Astralis are masters of Counter-Strike, Nuke,
yes, indeed.
comebacks.
You're so right.
It's everything. This is what they do. But Evil Geniuses, they are proving just how good they can be. Really ramping up to end 2019 on the highest of highs. Already, their name has been thrown into the conversation for world's best from Device himself, now in the server against them, and he's feeling the heat.
Well, here we go, round 21. EG have presented a pretty much perfect game so far in the second half. 5-0. Once again, 5 rifles. As Astralis try to mix up the pace here. The flashbangs are decent. Stanislav can't find the first frag, but there it is. He's already done damage towards Zipex. This is getting uncomfortable now for Astralis. It's the HE grenade. It's down to Glaive to try and pull this one back. Another 3 versus 1. Device has the bomb. He'll drop down towards lower. Can't even get a plant at this point. Remember, if he gets a plant, they still have a chance to buy in the next round. That looks like it'll be successful, but still, the round victory looks so likely for EG. And there it is. Astralis trying to pick things up and go fast towards that main entrance, but they're so ready for it. That garage position from Stan, it shut things right down. They couldn't commit towards the push towards the upper bomb side. They had to turn around and deal with him, and he takes 1.5 players with him.
Wow. EG, they couldn't break 15 on train. Certainly not in regulation, of course.
Here we go. Feeling it again.
Has a request. It's not a simple request, but the crowd has one anyway. They ask EG to win 2 rounds. That's what they request. They want to see the Danes toppled on Nuke. Evil Geniuses poised to strike the final blow, and that's the final timeout for Astralis. No chance to catch their breath should this have some more longevity. The counter-strike will not stop again unless EG want it to.
Yeah, it's a very good point. 1 round away from championship point once again. This could be the moment where they find it. The bomb being planted in the previous round does enable us to get this full buy once more. Molotov thrown it towards the main entrance. A faster approach from Device once again. So much pressure on his shoulders, and he doesn't live up to expectations. Stanistor has just been a thorn in their side towards outside time and time again. Opening frag found, and that's when you start to fall back. Not before you throw a grenade down their throats. Zipex and Glaive down to 60 HP.
Softens him up for the Orgs on the hip, but Dupree does open up and relieve some of the pressure. Frags out Stan on main. Smoked off for now. He sees him, just a glimpse, gap in the smoke, but he knows one's descended. That was Glaive. Did have the bomb as well. Now Tarek's received him. They know the bomb's down lower. Magisk trying to save the day for Astralis as he did on Train. 2 huge frags, puts him at 6. He started this round with 4, and now Cirque looking to go 1 versus 2. Bomb's down. He's got a lot of ground to cover. He'll make no secret of his descent into the vent. And now it's a frag he has to hit. Magisk for Astralis. 3 when it matters. He came into the round with 4. He leaves with 7, and those 3 hold so much weight in the grand scheme.
That happens so many times on Train. Major's boy saving the day every single time. 3 kills required there, and he delivers. Cirque had his number as well. He knew exactly where he'd be positioned, even had a pre-fire going on, but couldn't find the killing blow there. Majors keeps Astralis' head above water here. They still don't have the money, Alex. They're going to get 32.50 for that round victory. With 4 players going down, they have to enter round number 23 here with a MAC-10, Galil, a lack of utility, and a UMP to boot.
Brutal. It's absolutely brutal. It doesn't feel like a win in that regard for sure.
Exactly.
Round 23, map 4. The ESL 1 New York Grand Finals in the Barclays Center. There's still plenty of bums in seats. They're here for the marathon of Counter-Strike, and Astralis, ever resilient, tend to deliver. So does Stan. It was nearly 2. Had he not burned to a crisp from Device's molly, he might have had a little more life to play with. It was up against the UMP. Instead, it's an upgrade for Glaive.
I love the approach there from Stan. He wanted to take matters into his own hands and destroy them there, even if it took sitting in the flames there. The double spray down would have been worth it. He does find Glaive at 20 HP, but look at his positioning from Breezy. Wow. He's so confident. He's been hitting some absolutely ridiculous shots. His confidence is just swelling out of control at this point. Man advantage for EG, 4 versus 3. Less than a minute on the clock, and it's the Org picked up from Stan's body that Glaive will have to use now after throwing away the UMP. They do have a smoke to try and get this plant down, but they do need to find another kill. They have no idea what waits for them on the other side of these doors.
EG haven't quite got the information they need to commit towards the site just yet. Some shots from Decon might be enough to persuade Tarek to commit. As the doors open, it confirms it. Glaive doing everything he can to try and keep eyes on him, enables Dupree to take the first. Tarek gone quick from Cirque.
Bomb down.
Bomb not quite within reach. It will be scooped up now by Glaive, and Zipex keeps him safe. 10 seconds on the clock as they extend it. And now a 2 versus 2, a crucial one. Ethan and Breezy can put them on championship point. All they've got to do is find frags, but Glaive finds his second with just 20 HP. Oh, and Zipex couldn't be in a better spot. They've got the crossfire. That's good for Ethan! And he's done it! 2 huge frags. It couldn't mean more. It puts him within arm's reach. The trophy, they can almost get it. Sits in the center of the stage, and Ethan pulls them 1 step closer.
So calm, so calculated. He knew exactly where they were. He knows their tendencies. He takes that first player down. He knew there'd be a crossfire setup there. It was such a great performance from the start to even get that close to winning the round, but they can't take down the king of North America. It's Ethan who holds his nerve in the 2 versus 1. 15-8 now.
This was the number that betrayed them. The belief that they were within grasp of the trophy. It, combined with Astralis' brilliance, was a recipe for success, a recipe for their first map loss in New York on Train.
They need 7 rounds in a row on the T side of Nuke. That doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound possible.
It sounds like an impossible task. EG need 1. They've strung together 7. I mean, it was a burst of 6, 7 in total. And they just have to do that one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
The way they've been playing so far. And it looks like it's an open-shut case here. Incendiary thrown towards outside to deny access towards Secret. Glaive realizes he can't push any further here. He's alone outside as well. Those smokes are designed to take vision away from the CTs and force rotations towards the lower bomb site. Glaive finally gets down, but are they taking the bait here? They're going to send multiple players down towards lower. Stanistor will position himself in towards the lower bomb site for now. Cirque watching the cross.
"40 seconds. The pressure is on Astralis for numerous reasons, but it's also the fact they're on the T side. They have to make the play. It's Tarek to start the play. Oh! The boy from Brooklyn does it on home soil in the Barclays. Zipnix, Glaive remain to keep Astralis' head to the trophy. Stan confirms it. 20 seconds. What have you got, Glaive? I don't think it's enough. No bomb, no hope. And EG. They let Train slip away, but they don't make the same mistake on Nuke. It's Nuke, no less. Astralis forging a dynasty on that map for EG. They've done it here in New York.
They drop a single map on that road to glory here. We knew they were a dangerous team. At NRG, they were turning heads, but a rejuvenated squad under the EG banner looked absolutely unstoppable.